Ice baby ! The craziest, creamiest and coolest recipes to melt for. The history of ice cream. The history of ice cream goes back a long way and is closely linked to the development of human culture and the pursuit of refreshing pleasures. Although the exact origin of ice cream is disputed, there is some evidence that its origins date back to ancient times. Some historians believe that the first precursors of ice cream originated in ancient China more than 4,000 years ago, where fruity juices and honey were poured over snow or ice to create a refreshing treat. Similar techniques were also used in ancient Persia and ancient Greece, where drinks and sweets cooled with snow or ice were popular. Over time, the techniques for making frozen desserts spread to different parts of the world. In ancient Rome, for example, snow and ice from the mountains were collected in special warehouses and stored in cellars. These supplies were then used to prepare refreshing desserts. During the Middle Ages and Renaissance, the tradition of collecting ice cream and preparing frozen desserts continued in Europe. In the 16th century, explorers such as Marco Polo brought back from their travels new recipes and techniques that contributed to the development of ice cream in Europe. Ice cream finally arrived in America in the 17th century when English settlers brought their recipes and knowledge with them. The first ice cream parlor in the United States opened in New York City in 1776. And from then on, ice cream began to grow in popularity in America. During the 19th and 20th centuries, new technologies were developed that enabled the mass production of ice cream. The invention of the ice cream machine and improvements in refrigeration contributed to the spread and commercial production of ice cream. Today, ice cream is one of the most popular sweets in the world and there are countless flavors and variations. From traditional varieties such as vanilla, chocolate and strawberry to exotic combinations and innovative flavors, the variety of ice cream is endless and delights people of all ages. The history of ice cream is a fascinating part of our culinary evolution and shows how the human desire for indulgence and refreshment has been expressed over the centuries. So enjoy your own journey through the world of ice cream and discover the taste sensations it has to offer. Tips and tricks for making ice cream. Making homemade ice cream can be a wonderful experience, but it does require a certain amount of care and attention to achieve a perfect result. Here are some useful tips and tricks that can help you take your homemade ice cream to the next level. Use high-quality ingredients. The quality of the ingredients you use has a huge impact on the taste and consistency of your ice cream. Use fresh, high-quality dairy products such as cream and eggs to achieve a rich and creamy texture. Fresh fruits and high-quality flavors provide intense flavor. Cooling is key. Make sure your ingredients and equipment are well chilled before you start preparing. Cold ingredients result in faster and more even freezing and prevent the formation of ice crystals. The right ratio of ingredients. Make sure to use the right ratio of dairy, sugar and flavorings. A balanced mix will ensure a good texture and a pleasant taste, but feel free to experiment with the ratios to suit your personal preferences. Use an ice cream maker. An ice cream maker makes making ice cream much easier as it continuously churns during the freezing process. This helps prevent ice crystals and achieves a creamy consistency. If you don't have an ice cream maker, you can also churn manually by taking the mixture out of the freezer at regular intervals and stirring vigorously. Flavor development. Let your creativity run wild and experiment with different flavors and textures. Add pieces of fruit, nuts, chocolate chips or other toppings to your ice cream to create interesting flavor combinations. Also think about using different methods such as infusions, syrups or caramelization to give your ice cream creations a special touch. Consistency test. To check the correct consistency of your ice cream, you can do the fingerprint test. Take a spoonful of ice cream and press it with your finger. If the print remains clearly visible, you have achieved the correct consistency. Storing and serving. After you've made your ice cream, it's important to store it properly. Store it in an airtight container in the freezer to minimize ice crystal growth. However, before serving, take the ice cream out of the refrigerator for a few minutes to soften it a bit and achieve a creamier consistency. Troubleshooting. If your ice cream has become too hard or has formed ice crystals, you can put it in the blender and pulse it briefly to make it smoother again. If your ice cream has become too soft, you can put it back in the freezer for a while to let it firm up. Work cleanly. Be sure to work cleanly and hygienically, especially when using raw eggs. Use fresh eggs from trusted sources and wash your hands and equipment thoroughly to avoid contamination. Experiment and have fun. Making homemade ice cream is a creative and fun activity. Don't be afraid to try new flavors, ingredients and techniques. Discover your own unique creations and let your imagination run wild. With these tips and tricks, you're ready to make your own delicious ice cream at home. Enjoy the joy of making your own and share your creations with family and friends. Good luck and happy ice cream making. Basics of ice cream making. Making ice cream requires understanding some basic principles and techniques to achieve a creamy and delicious consistency. Here are the basic steps and concepts that will help you successfully make homemade ice cream. Prepare ingredients. Make sure you have all the ingredients you need prepared. This typically includes dairy products like cream and milk, sugar, eggs, if using, and flavorings like vanilla extract or fruit puree. It's important to use high quality and fresh ingredients to achieve the best flavor and texture. Mixing the ingredients. Start by heating the dairy and sugar in a saucepan and mix until the sugar is completely dissolved. If you are using eggs, you can add them to this mixture and whisk thoroughly. This will form the base of your ice cream. Heating the mixture. Heat the mixture over medium heat, stirring constantly to prevent burning. The goal is to heat the mixture to a temperature of around 70-75 degrees Celsius to pasteurize the eggs and ensure safe use. Use a kitchen thermometer to monitor the temperature. Cooling the mixture. Once the mixture has reached the right temperature, remove it from the heat and allow it to cool. You can speed up the process by placing the mixture in an ice bath while continuing to stir gently. The goal is to cool the mixture to room temperature before further processing. Add flavoring. Once the mixture has cooled, you can add your desired flavorings. This can be vanilla extract, chocolate chips, fruit puree, or any other flavorings of your choice. Stir the flavors in thoroughly to make sure they are evenly distributed. Ingredients and equipment. To make homemade ice cream, you will need certain ingredients and equipment. Here are the basic ingredients and necessary equipment you will need to make ice cream. Ingredients. Dairy. Use whole milk, heavy cream and/or evaporated milk to create a creamy base for your ice cream. Sugar. Granulated sugar or other sweeteners such as maple syrup or honey can be used to regulate the sweetness of the ice cream. Eggs. Eggs are often used to create a richer texture. You can use the yolks or whole eggs, depending on the recipe. Flavors. Vanilla extract is a popular flavor for ice cream, but you can also use other extracts such as chocolate, strawberry, lemon, or coffee. Fruits, nuts, or chocolate chips can also be added to create different flavors. Stabilizers and emulsifiers. Optional. Stabilizers such as locust bean gum or guar gum and emulsifiers such as egg yolk powder can be used to improve the texture and prevent the formation of ice crystals. Equipment. Ice cream maker. An ice cream maker is the ideal tool to make ice cream. It mixes and chills the mixture simultaneously to achieve a creamy consistency. There are different types of ice cream makers, including compressor ice cream makers and refrigerated tank ice cream makers. Choose one that suits your needs and budget. Bowls and containers. You will need different bowls to prepare the ingredients and chill the mixture. A large mixing bowl for the overall mixture and smaller bowls for storing ingredients are useful. An airtight container for storing the finished ice cream in the freezer is also important. Whisk or mixer. A whisk or hand mixer is used to mix the ingredients and achieve a uniform consistency. Thermometer. A food thermometer is helpful for monitoring the temperature of the ice cream mixture, especially when heating and cooling the ingredients. Pot and stove. You will need a pot and stove to heat and cook the ingredients, especially if you are making an egg base. These are the basic ingredients and equipment necessary to make homemade ice cream. Depending on the recipe and personal preference, additional ingredients and tools may be required, so always make sure to familiarize yourself with the specific recipe you plan to use. It's also important to note that there are different variations of ice cream, such as sorbets, a fruity, icy version without dairy, and vegan ice creams, those based on plant-based milk alternatives. The ingredients and equipment may vary depending on the type of ice cream. Now that you know the basic ingredients and necessary equipment, you're ready to make your own homemade ice cream. Experiment with different flavors and textures to discover your personal favorites. Making ice cream at home allows you to create your own unique taste and experience the joy of enjoying homemade treats. Happy ice cream making. The right consistency. Consistency is an important factor for successful homemade ice cream. Here are some tips to achieve the right consistency. Chilling the ingredients. Make sure all the ingredients are well chilled before mixing them. Cold ingredients will help prevent ice crystals from forming and keep the ice cream smooth and creamy. Pre-chill the dairy, cream and eggs in the refrigerator before using them. Use an ice cream maker. An ice cream maker is a great investment to achieve a consistent consistency. The machine chills and churns the ice cream mixture, which helps prevent ice crystals from forming and keeps the ice cream creamy. Follow your ice cream maker's instructions to get the best consistency. Allow the mixture to cool properly. After making the ice cream mixture, allow it to cool sufficiently before freezing. Pour the mixture into a bowl and cover with plastic wrap, making sure the wrap is pressed directly onto the surface of the mixture to prevent a skin from forming. Allow the mixture to chill in the refrigerator for at least 4 hours or overnight to allow the flavors to develop properly and for the mixture to reach a creamier consistency. Stirring while freezing. If you don't have an ice cream maker, you can stir the ice cream mixture by hand to prevent ice crystals from forming. Pour the mixture into a shallow, freezer-safe bowl and place it in the freezer. Every 30 minutes, remove the bowl and stir the mixture vigorously to prevent ice crystals from forming. Repeat this process several times until the ice cream reaches the desired consistency. Proper storage. Once the ice cream has reached the desired consistency, transfer it to an airtight container and store it in the freezer. This will prevent ice crystals from forming and the ice cream from becoming too hard. When you are ready to serve the ice cream, let it sit at room temperature for a few minutes so that it softens a little and is easier to portion. Getting the consistency right is crucial to an enjoyable ice cream experience. By following these tips, you can ensure your homemade ice cream turns out creamy, smooth and delicious. Experiment with different ingredients and techniques to find your perfect consistency. The manufacturing process. The process for making homemade ice cream can vary depending on the recipe and personal preference, but here is a basic overview of the process. And prepare all ingredients carefully. Make sure your dairy products are chilled and all other ingredients are ready. Prepare the mixture. In a mixing bowl, combine dairy products, such as cream, milk, yogurt or condensed milk, sugar and eggs if using. Also add flavorings, such as vanilla extract, cocoa powder or fruit puree, and mix well. Reheat, if necessary. Some recipes call for heating the mixture to pasteurize the eggs and combine the ingredients. Heat the mixture slowly in a saucepan over medium heat, stirring constantly, until slightly thickened and the eggs are pasteurized. Be careful not to bring the mixture to a boil. Allow to cool. Once heated, allow the mixture to cool. Pour it into a clean bowl and cover with cling film, making sure the film is pressed directly onto the surface of the mixture to prevent a skin from forming. Allow the mixture to cool in the fridge for at least 4 hours or overnight. Using an ice cream maker. If you have an ice cream maker, pour the cooled mixture into the machine and follow the manufacturer's instructions. The ice cream maker will cool and churn the mixture to achieve a creamy consistency. This process may take about 20-30 minutes, depending on your ice cream maker. Manual churning. If you don't have an ice cream maker, transfer the cooled mixture to a shallow freezer-safe bowl and place it in the freezer. Stir vigorously every 30 minutes to prevent ice crystals from forming. Repeat this process several times until the ice cream reaches the desired consistency. Storage and serving. Transfer the finished ice cream to an airtight container and store in the freezer. Let the ice cream sit at room temperature for a few minutes before serving to soften it a bit. Serve in waffle cups, bowls or with toppings and enjoy your homemade ice cream. Note that this is just a general preparation procedure and may vary depending on the recipe and personal preference. Common problems and solutions. When making homemade ice cream, problems can occasionally arise. Here are some common problems and possible solutions. Ice crystals. If your ice cream is forming ice crystals and has a grainy texture, this may indicate that there is too much water in the mixture or that it has not been chilled quickly enough. To solve this problem, make sure the mixture is well chilled before putting it in the ice cream maker. Also, use ingredients with a lower water content or add stabilizers such as locust bean gum or guar gum to reduce the formation of ice crystals. Too soft consistency. If your ice cream is too soft and lacks a creamy texture, it may indicate that it has not been chilled long enough or that there is not enough fat in the mixture. Make sure you have chilled the mixture in the refrigerator for a sufficient amount of time before putting it in the ice cream maker. Also, check the ratio of cream to milk in the mixture to make sure there is enough fat to achieve a creamy consistency. Too firm texture. If your ice cream is too firm and has a rock-hard texture, It may indicate that there is too much fat in the mix or that it has been stored in the freezer for too long. Check the ratio of cream to milk in the mix and reduce the fat content if necessary. Let the ice cream sit at room temperature for a while before serving to allow it to soften a little. Unbalanced taste. If your ice cream has an unbalanced taste, it may indicate that the flavors or sweeteners were not dosed correctly. Experiment with the amounts and adjust them to your personal taste. Use high-quality flavors and ingredients to achieve the best taste. Ice cream maker problems. If your ice cream maker is not working properly or is not cooling the ice cream properly, check the user manual and make sure you are using it properly. Also, check the cooling temperature of your ice cream maker and make sure it is sufficiently chilled before adding the mixture. By identifying and correcting these common problems, you can ensure that your homemade ice cream has a smooth, creamy consistency and the perfect flavor. Be patient and experiment with different techniques and ingredients to get the best result. Classic ice cream recipes. Classic ice cream recipes are popular and timeless variations of ice cream that have been enjoyed for many years. Here is some brief information about some classic ice cream recipes. Vanilla ice cream. Vanilla ice cream is probably one of the most well-known and popular types of ice cream. It is made with a mixture of cream, milk, sugar, egg yolks and real vanilla. Vanilla ice cream is versatile and can be used as a base for many other types of ice cream. Chocolate ice cream. Chocolate ice cream is another classic that delights chocolate lovers. It is made with chocolate or cocoa powder and has an intense, creamy chocolate flavor. Chocolate ice cream can be made in different variations such as dark chocolate, milk chocolate or white chocolate. Strawberry ice cream. Strawberry ice cream is a refreshing and fruity ice cream recipe. It is made with fresh or frozen strawberries and gives the ice cream a light, sweet and fruity note. Strawberry ice cream is especially popular in the summer months when strawberries are in season. Pistachio ice cream. Pistachio ice cream has a unique green color and a delicate, nutty flavor. It is made from ground pistachios, cream, milk and sugar. Pistachio ice cream can be enjoyed on its own or garnished with chocolate chips or roasted pistachios. Caramel ice cream. Caramel ice cream is a delicious and creamy version of ice cream. It is made by adding caramel syrup or caramelized sugar to the ice cream base. The result is a rich and sweet ice cream with a slightly caramelized note. These classic ice cream recipes are timeless favorites and can be customized to your liking. You can experiment with different ingredients to create your own unique flavor experience. From simple vanilla to sophisticated pistachio ice cream, there is a classic ice cream variation to enjoy for every taste. Vanilla ice cream. Vanilla ice cream is an absolute classic and can be enjoyed in many different ways. Here is a simple recipe to make vanilla ice cream yourself. Ingredients: 500 ml cream, 250 ml milk, 150 grams sugar, 6 egg yolks, 2 teaspoons vanilla extract. Preparation: in a saucepan, heat the cream and milk over medium heat until warm but not boiling. Remove from heat. In a separate bowl, whisk the egg yolks with the sugar until light and creamy. Slowly add about half of the warm cream milk mixture to the egg yolk sugar mixture, stirring constantly to prevent the eggs from curdling. This step is called tempering and helps to slowly accustom the eggs to the warm mixture. Pour the tempered egg mixture back into the pan with the remaining cream and milk mixture. Heat over low heat, stirring constantly. until the mixture thickens slightly and reaches a slightly creamy consistency. Remove from heat and add vanilla extract. Stir well to evenly distribute vanilla. Cool the mixture by transferring it to a bowl and covering it with plastic wrap pressed directly onto the surface of the mixture. Chill in the refrigerator for at least 4 hours or overnight. Pour the cooled mixture into the ice cream maker and churn according to the manufacturer's instructions until it reaches the desired consistency. Place the finished vanilla ice cream in an airtight container and store in the freezer until firm. Now you can enjoy your homemade vanilla ice cream. You can serve it plain or garnish it with toppings like chocolate sauce, caramel sauce, fresh fruit or nuts. Vanilla ice cream is also a great base to add other flavors or mix-ins to create your own variation. Chocolate ice cream. Chocolate ice cream is an absolute delight for chocolate lovers. Here is a simple recipe to make chocolate ice cream yourself. Ingredients: 500 ml cream, 250 ml milk, 150 grams sugar, 6 egg yolks, 100 grams dark chocolate, chopped, 2 teaspoons cocoa powder, unsweetened, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. Preparation: in a saucepan, heat the cream and milk over medium heat until warm but not boiling. Remove from heat. In a separate bowl, whisk the egg yolks with the sugar until light and creamy. Add the chopped chocolate to the warm cream and milk mixture and stir until melted. Add the cocoa powder and stir well to obtain an even chocolate mixture. Slowly add about half of the warm chocolate mixture to the egg yolk sugar mixture, stirring constantly to prevent the eggs from curdling. Pour the tempered egg mixture back into the pan with the remaining chocolate mixture. Heat over low heat, stirring constantly, until the mixture thickens slightly and reaches a slightly creamy consistency. Remove from heat and add vanilla extract. Stir well to evenly distribute vanilla. Cool the mixture by transferring it to a bowl and covering it with plastic wrap pressed directly onto the surface of the mixture. Chill in the refrigerator for at least 4 hours or overnight. Pour the cooled mixture into the ice cream maker and churn according to the manufacturer's instructions until it reaches the desired consistency. Place the finished chocolate ice cream in an airtight container and store in the freezer until firm. Strawberry ice cream. Strawberry ice cream is refreshing and full of fruity flavor. Here is a simple recipe to make strawberry ice cream yourself. Ingredients: 500 grams fresh strawberries, washed and destemmed. 250 milliliters cream. 250 milliliters milk, 150 grams sugar, 1 teaspoon lemon juice, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. Preparation: puree the strawberries until smooth. If necessary, you can leave them slightly chunky to have some pieces of fruit in the ice cream. Heat the cream, milk and sugar in a saucepan and stir until the sugar has completely dissolved. Remove from the heat and allow to cool. Add the strawberry puree, lemon juice and vanilla extract to the cooled cream and milk mixture. Stir well to combine all ingredients. Place the mixture in the refrigerator and let it chill for at least 4 hours or overnight. Pour the chilled mixture into the ice cream maker and churn according to the manufacturer's instructions until it reaches a creamy consistency. Place the finished strawberry ice cream in an airtight container and store in the freezer until firm. Enjoy the refreshing strawberry ice cream plain or garnished with fresh strawberry pieces. You can also use chocolate sauce, cream or chopped nuts as a topping. Strawberry ice cream is a delicious choice for summer or whenever you feel like something fruity. Pistachio ice cream. Pistachio ice cream is a delicate and delicious option that brings out the subtle, nutty flavor of pistachios. Here is a simple recipe to make your own pistachio ice cream. Ingredients: 250 milliliters cream, 250 milliliters milk, 100 grams sugar, 4 egg yolks, 100 grams chopped pistachios, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, green food coloring, optional. Preparation: in a saucepan, heat the cream and milk over medium heat until warm but not boiling. Remove from heat. In a separate bowl, whisk the egg yolks with the sugar until light and creamy. Slowly add about half of the warm cream milk mixture to the egg yolk sugar mixture, stirring constantly to prevent the eggs from curdling. Pour the tempered egg mixture back into the pan with the remaining cream and milk mixture. Heat over low heat, stirring constantly, until the mixture thickens slightly and reaches a slightly creamy consistency. Remove from heat and add vanilla extract. Stir well to evenly distribute vanilla. Add the chopped pistachios to the mixture and stir well. If desired, you can also add some green food coloring to get the typical pistachio green color. Cool the mixture by transferring it to a bowl and covering it with plastic wrap pressed directly onto the surface of the mixture. Chill in the refrigerator for at least 4 hours or overnight. Pour the cooled mixture into the ice cream maker and churn according to the manufacturer's instructions until it reaches the desired consistency. Place the finished pistachio ice cream in an airtight container and store in the freezer until firm. Pistachio ice cream is an elegant and aromatic variety that can be enjoyed either plain or sprinkled with chopped pistachios. Let yourself be pampered by the unique taste of pistachios and enjoy this delicious ice cream creation. Caramel ice cream. Caramel ice cream is a real treat with its rich and sweet caramel flavor. Here is a simple recipe to make caramel ice cream yourself. Ingredients: 500 milliliters cream, 250 milliliters milk, 200 grams sugar, 6 egg yolks, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, a pinch of salt. Preparation: in a saucepan, melt the sugar over medium heat until it caramelizes to a golden brown, stirring occasionally to prevent burning. Once the sugar has completely melted, carefully add the cream and stir until the caramel has completely dissolved into the cream. Heat the milk in a separate saucepan, but do not bring it to the boil. In a bowl, whisk the egg yolks and slowly add the hot caramel cream mixture while stirring constantly. Gradually add the warm milk to the egg caramel mixture, stirring continuously. Return the mixture to the saucepan and cook over low heat, stirring constantly, until the mixture thickens slightly and reaches a creamy consistency. Remove from heat and add vanilla extract and a pinch of salt. Stir well to evenly distribute the flavors. Cool the mixture by transferring it to a bowl and covering it with plastic wrap pressed directly onto the surface of the mixture. Chill in the refrigerator for at least 4 hours or overnight. Pour the cooled mixture into the ice cream maker and churn according to the manufacturer's instructions until it reaches the desired consistency. Place the finished caramel ice cream in an airtight container and store in the freezer until firm. Enjoy the delicious caramel ice cream on its own or garnished with caramel sauce, chocolate chips or a pinch of sea salt for an extra kick of flavor. The rich and sweet caramel note will delight you and make the ice cream a special treat. Fruity ice cream variations. Fruity ice creams are perfect for refreshing yourself on warm days and enjoying the taste of fresh fruit. In this chapter we present you some delicious fruity ice cream variations that you can make at home. From exotic tropical fruits to popular classics, there is something for every taste. Get inspired by the following fruity ice cream recipes. Mango ice cream. The sweet and juicy mango gives this ice cream a wonderfully exotic taste. The recipe contains fresh mangoes, cream, sugar and a little lime juice for a slightly sour note. Lemon basil ice cream. This refreshing combination of lemons and fresh basil is perfect for citrus flavor lovers. The lemon zest and juice give the ice cream a tangy flavor, while the basil provides an aromatic twist. Berry mix ice cream. Treat your taste buds to a combination of fresh berries like strawberries, raspberries and blueberries. The sweet and juicy berries provide a wonderful color and fruity taste in this ice cream. Pineapple coconut ice cream. With the tropical aroma of pineapple and the creamy taste of coconut milk, this ice cream is a true explosion of flavor. Use fresh pineapple chunks and coconut milk to create this Caribbean delight. Watermelon sorbet. Watermelon is the epitome of summer refreshment. This easy sorbet recipe lets you enjoy the refreshing taste of watermelon in the form of a delicious ice cream. Each fruity ice cream variation offers a unique taste experience and is a delicious way to enjoy the natural freshness of fruit. Be inspired by the different flavors and create your own fruity ice cream creations. Lemon sorbet. Lemon sorbet is a refreshing and citrusy ice cream variant that is perfect to enjoy chilled on hot summer days. Here is a simple recipe to make lemon sorbet yourself. Ingredients: 250 ml freshly squeezed lemon juice, 250 ml of water, 150 grams sugar, lemon zest, optional, for additional flavor. Preparation: heat the water and sugar together in a saucepan until the sugar has completely dissolved, stirring occasionally. Remove from heat and add the freshly squeezed lemon juice. Stir well to combine the ingredients. If desired, you can also add lemon zest to add extra flavor to the sorbet. Stir to evenly distribute the zest. Allow the mixture to cool and then pour it into a shallow bowl or flat metal mold. Place the bowl or mold in the freezer and stir with a fork every 30 minutes to prevent crystals from forming. Repeat this process about 3-4 times until the sorbet reaches the desired consistency. Portion the finished lemon sorbet into small bowls or glasses and serve immediately. Enjoy the refreshing lemon sorbet as a refreshing dessert or as a snack between meals. The lemony freshness will delight you and provide a pleasant cooling effect. Raspberry yogurt ice cream. Raspberry yogurt ice cream is a delicious combination of fruity raspberries and creamy yogurt. Here is a simple recipe to make raspberry yogurt ice cream yourself. Ingredients: 250 grams fresh or frozen raspberries, 250 milliliters Greek yogurt, 100 grams sugar, juice of half a lemon, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. Preparation: puree the raspberries until smooth. You can pass the puree through a fine sieve to remove the seeds, or leave the seeds in if you like them. In a bowl, mix the Greek yogurt, sugar, lemon juice and vanilla extract until the sugar has dissolved. Add the raspberry puree to the yogurt mixture and fold in carefully to ensure the raspberries are evenly distributed. Pour the mixture into an ice cream maker and churn according to the manufacturer's instructions until it reaches a creamy consistency. If you don't have an ice cream maker, you can also place the mixture in an airtight container and freeze for about 2-3 hours, stirring vigorously every 30 minutes to prevent ice crystals from forming. Serve the finished raspberry yogurt ice cream in bowls or waffle cones and garnish with fresh raspberries if desired. Enjoy the refreshing raspberry yogurt ice cream as a dessert or as a light snack between meals. The fruity taste of the raspberries and the creamy texture of the yogurt will delight you and provide a pleasant cooling effect. Mango coconut ice cream. Mango coconut ice cream is an exotic and creamy ice cream variant that combines the taste of ripe mangoes with the delicious aroma of coconut milk. Here is a simple recipe to make mango coconut ice cream yourself. Ingredients: 2 ripe mangoes, 400 milliliters coconut milk, 100 grams sugar, juice of half a lime, a pinch of salt. Preparation: peel the mangoes, remove the seeds and roughly dice the flesh. Place the mango cubes in a blender and puree until a smooth consistency is achieved. In a bowl, mix the mango puree, coconut milk, sugar, lime juice and a pinch of salt until the sugar has completely dissolved. Pour the mixture into an ice cream maker and churn according to the manufacturer's instructions until it reaches a creamy consistency. If you don't have an ice cream maker, you can also place the mixture in an airtight container and freeze for about 2-3 hours, stirring vigorously every 30 minutes to prevent ice crystals from forming. Serve the finished mango coconut ice cream in bowls or waffle cones and garnish with coconut flakes or fresh mango pieces as desired. Enjoy the exotic mango coconut ice cream as a refreshing dessert or as a tropical treat between meals. The combination of juicy mangoes and creamy coconut milk will transport you to distant worlds with its tropical taste and provide a delicious cooling down. Watermelon slush ice cream. Watermelon slush ice cream is a refreshing and easy to make version of ice cream that captures the natural flavor of watermelon. Here is a simple recipe to make your own watermelon slush ice cream. Ingredients: 4 cups diced watermelon seedless, 2-3 tablespoons of sugar, to taste, juice of half a lemon, ice cubes. Preparation: place the diced watermelon in a blender and puree until smooth. Add sugar and lemon juice and blend again to combine the ingredients well. Depending on the sweetness of the watermelon, you can adjust the amount of sugar. Pour the watermelon puree into a shallow bowl or ice cube tray and freeze for about 4 hours until solid. Remove the frozen watermelon mixture from the freezer and spoon it into the blender. Add ice cubes and blend everything into a slushy drink. You can adjust the consistency by using more or fewer ice cubes. Pour the watermelon slush ice cream into glasses or cups and serve immediately. Enjoy the refreshing watermelon slush ice cream as a refreshing snack on hot summer days. The natural sweetness of the watermelon and the slushy texture make it a delicious and refreshing way to cool down for young and old. Special flavors. The world of ice cream offers an almost endless variety of flavors beyond the classic varieties. From exotic fruits to unusual combinations, there is something special for every taste. Here are some special flavors that will surprise your taste buds. Lavender honey. This unique combination of the floral aroma of lavender and the natural sweetness of honey creates a smooth and soothing taste experience. The delicate lavender aroma gives the ice cream a subtle note, while the honey adds a natural sweetness and a creamy consistency. Cookies and cream. Cookies and cream is a popular ice cream flavor that consists of a creamy vanilla base and crunchy chocolate chip cookies. Here is an easy recipe to make cookies and cream ice cream at home. Ingredients: 2 cups of cream, 1 cup whole milk, 3/4 cup sugar, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 10 chocolate cookies for example, Oreos, roughly crumbled. Preparation: in a bowl, mix the cream, whole milk, sugar and vanilla extract until the sugar has completely dissolved. Pour the mixture into the bowl of an ice cream maker and churn according to the manufacturer's instructions until it reaches a creamy consistency. While the ice cream is churning, roughly crumble the chocolate chip cookies. This can be done either by hand or by placing the cookies in a freezer bag and pounding them with a rolling pin or other heavy pan. Once the ice cream has reached the desired consistency, add the coarsely crumbled chocolate cookies and stir again briefly to distribute them evenly. Transfer the finished cookies and cream ice cream to an airtight container and let it set in the freezer for another 1-2 hours. Before serving, let the ice cream thaw for a few minutes so that it becomes softer. Then pour into bowls or waffle cones and enjoy. Cookies and cream ice cream is a real treat for all chocolate lovers. The combination of creamy vanilla and crispy chocolate cookies creates a perfect balance between creaminess and crunch. Try this classic ice cream recipe and spoil your taste buds with this delicious treat. Salted caramel swirl. Salted caramel swirl is a delicious and addictive ice cream flavor that combines the sweet taste of caramel with a pinch of sea salt. Here is an enjoyable recipe to make salted caramel swirl ice cream yourself. Ingredients: 2 cups of cream, 1 cup whole milk, 3/4 cup sugar, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 1/2 teaspoon sea salt, 1/2 cup caramel sauce. Preparation: in a bowl, mix the cream, whole milk, sugar, vanilla extract and sea salt until the sugar is completely dissolved. Pour the mixture into the bowl of an ice cream maker and churn according to the manufacturer's instructions until it reaches a creamy consistency. While the ice cream is churning, heat the caramel sauce slightly so that it is easier to swirl. Once the ice cream has reached the desired consistency, place about half of it in an airtight container and drizzle with half of the caramel sauce. Stir gently with a spoon or fork to create the swirl effect. Pour the remaining ice cream over the top and drizzle with the remaining caramel sauce. Stir gently to create more swirls. Close the container tightly and let the ice cream set in the freezer for another 2-3 hours. Before serving, let the salted caramel swirl ice cream thaw for a few minutes so that it becomes softer. Then portion into bowls or waffle cones and enjoy. Salted caramel swirl ice cream is a perfect combination of sweet and salty that will delight your taste buds. The gentle hint of sea salt gives the sweet caramel a pleasant depth and ensures a balanced taste experience. Try this irresistible recipe and let yourself be enchanted by the delicious combination of salt and caramel. Matcha green tea ice cream. Matcha green tea ice cream is a refreshing yet soothing flavor that captures the unique flavor and health benefits of matcha tea. Here is an easy recipe to make your own matcha green tea ice cream. Ingredients: 2 cups of cream, 1 cup whole milk, 3/4 cup sugar, 2 teaspoons of matcha powder, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. Preparation: in a bowl, mix the cream, whole milk, sugar, matcha powder and vanilla extract until the sugar and matcha powder are completely dissolved. Make sure there are no lumps. Pour the mixture into the bowl of an ice cream maker and churn according to the manufacturer's instructions until it reaches a creamy consistency. Once the ice cream has reached the desired consistency, transfer it to an airtight container and leave it in the freezer to set for another 2-3 hours. Before serving, let the matcha green tea ice cream thaw for a few minutes so that it becomes softer. Then portion into bowls or waffle cones and enjoy. Matcha green tea ice cream is not only a delicious treat, but also rich in antioxidants and provides a gentle source of energy. The intense and earthy aroma of the matcha powder gives the ice cream a unique touch and makes it a true delight for matcha lovers. Try this refreshing variety and let yourself be enchanted by the natural beauty and taste of matcha tea. Nutella brownie ice cream. Nutella brownie ice cream is an irresistible flavor combination of the sweet hazelnut cream Nutella and chocolatey brownie pieces. Here is a delicious recipe to make Nutella brownie ice cream yourself. Ingredients: 2 cups of cream, 1 cup whole milk, 3/4 cup sugar, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 1/2 cup Nutella, 1/2 cup brownie pieces. Preparation: in a bowl, mix the cream, whole milk, sugar and vanilla extract until the sugar has completely dissolved. Pour the mixture into the bowl of an ice cream maker and churn according to the manufacturer's instructions until it reaches a creamy consistency. While the ice cream is stirring, warm the Nutella slightly in the microwave or over a water bath so that it mixes more easily with the ice cream. Once the ice cream has reached the desired consistency, slowly add the Nutella and continue stirring to distribute it evenly. Add the brownie pieces to the ice cream and stir gently to distribute them evenly. Transfer the Nutella brownie ice cream to an airtight container and leave to set in the freezer for another 2-3 hours. Before serving, let the ice cream thaw for a few minutes to soften it. Then pour into bowls or waffle cones and garnish with additional brownie pieces. Nutella brownie ice cream is a real treat for chocolate lovers. The rich and creamy Nutella gives the ice cream a sweet and nutty note, while the moist brownie pieces provide a delicious bite. Try this irresistible recipe and let yourself be seduced by the combination of Nutella and brownies. Vegan and lactose-free ice cream. Vegan and lactose-free ice cream is a variant of ice cream specially developed for people who follow a vegan diet or suffer from lactose intolerance. It is based on plant-based ingredients and does not contain any animal products or lactose. Unlike traditional ice cream, which is often made from cream, milk and eggs, vegan and lactose-free ice cream uses alternative ingredients to achieve the creamy texture and taste of ice cream. Here are some of the commonly used ingredients. Plant-based milk. Instead of cow's milk, plant-based milks such as almond milk, oat milk, soy milk or coconut milk are used. These milk alternatives offer a creamy consistency and can be selected according to taste and preference. Sweeteners. Instead of refined sugar, natural sweeteners such as maple syrup, agave syrup or coconut blossom sugar are used. These sweeteners give the ice cream a pleasant sweetness. Thickeners. Vegetable thickeners such as guar gum, locust bean gum or agar-agar are used to create the creamy texture of the ice cream. Flavors. Different flavors are offered like vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, coconut, caramel and many more. These are prepared with natural flavors or fruits to achieve the desired taste. Vegan and lactose-free ice cream offers a variety of options for people with special dietary needs or preferences. It allows vegans and those with lactose intolerance to experience the pleasure of delicious ice cream without sacrificing taste or texture. There is now a wide range of vegan and lactose-free ice creams on the market, and many of them can be made at home. This allows you to try out your own creative flavor combinations and customize your vegan or lactose-free ice cream however you like. Soy ice cream. Soy ice cream is a popular vegan and lactose-free alternative to traditional dairy ice cream. It is made from soy milk and offers a creamy texture and a variety of flavors. Here is a simple recipe to make your own soy ice cream. Ingredients: 2 cups soy milk, 2 cup sugar, 2 teaspoons vanilla extract. Optional. Flavors or ingredients of your choice. For example, chocolate chips, fruits, nuts. Preparation: pour the soy milk into a saucepan and heat slowly until warm. Do not let it boil. Add the sugar to the warm soy milk and stir well until it has completely dissolved. Remove the pan from the heat and add the vanilla extract. If desired, you can also add other flavors or ingredients of your choice. Allow the mixture to cool and then pour it into the container of an ice cream maker, according to the ice cream maker manufacturer's instructions. Churn the soy ice cream until it reaches a creamy consistency. If you don't have an ice cream maker, you can freeze the mixture in an airtight container, stirring vigorously every 30 minutes to prevent ice crystals from forming. Once the soy ice cream has reached the desired consistency, transfer it to an airtight container and let it set in the freezer for another 2-3 hours. Before serving, let the soy ice cream thaw for a few minutes to soften it. Then pour into bowls or waffle cones and garnish as desired. Soy ice cream is a delicious and healthy alternative for people who follow a vegan diet or are lactose intolerant. It offers a creamy texture and can be customized with different flavors and ingredients to suit individual tastes. Try this easy recipe and enjoy the many possibilities of soy ice cream. Coconut milk ice cream. Coconut milk ice cream is a delicious and creamy vegan and lactose-free alternative to traditional dairy ice cream. It is made from rich and creamy coconut milk and offers an exotic taste. Here is a simple recipe to make coconut milk ice cream yourself. Ingredients: 2 cans, 400 ml, unsweetened coconut milk, 2 cup sugar or sweetener of choice, 2 teaspoons vanilla extract. Optional. Flavors or ingredients of your choice. For example, chocolate chips, chopped nuts, fruits. Preparation: stir the coconut milk well in a bowl to ensure that the solid cream and the liquid are well mixed. Add the sugar or sweetener of your choice to the coconut milk and stir well until completely dissolved. Add the vanilla extract and stir in any other flavors or ingredients you like. Pour the mixture into the bowl of an ice cream maker and churn according to the manufacturer's instructions until it reaches a creamy consistency. If you don't have an ice cream maker, freeze the mixture in an airtight container, stirring vigorously every 30 minutes to prevent ice crystals from forming. Once the coconut milk ice cream has reached the desired consistency, transfer it to an airtight container and let it set in the freezer for another 2-3 hours. Before serving, let the ice cream thaw for a few minutes to soften it. Then pour into bowls or waffle cones and garnish as desired. Coconut milk ice cream is refreshing, exotic and offers a pleasant creaminess. The natural sweetness of coconut milk often makes additional sugar unnecessary. You can refine the ice cream as you like with different flavors and ingredients such as chocolate chips, nuts or fruit. Enjoy the delicious and refreshing coconut milk ice cream as a delicious vegan alternative to conventional ice cream. Almond milk ice cream. Almond milk ice cream is a delicious vegan and lactose-free alternative to traditional dairy ice cream. It is made from almond milk, which offers a creamy texture and a mild, nutty flavor. Here is a simple recipe to make almond milk ice cream yourself. Ingredients: 2 cups unsweetened almond milk, 2 cup sugar or sweetener of choice, 2 teaspoons vanilla extract. Optional. Flavors or ingredients of your choice. For example, chopped almonds, chocolate chips, fruits. Preparation. Place the almond milk in a bowl and stir well to ensure the almonds and liquid are well mixed. Add the sugar or sweetener of your choice to the almond milk and stir well until completely dissolved. Add the vanilla extract and stir in any other flavors or ingredients you like. Pour the mixture into the bowl of an ice cream maker and churn according to the manufacturer's instructions until it reaches a creamy consistency. If you don't have an ice cream maker, freeze the mixture in an airtight container, stirring vigorously every 30 minutes to prevent ice crystals from forming. Once the almond milk ice cream has reached the desired consistency, transfer it to an airtight container and let it set in the freezer for another 2-3 hours. Before serving, let the ice cream thaw for a few minutes to soften it. Then pour into bowls or waffle cones and garnish as desired. Almond milk ice cream is a refreshing and creamy option for people who follow a vegan diet or are lactose intolerant. The mild nutty taste of almond milk gives the ice cream a special character. You can customize the almond milk ice cream to your taste with different flavors and ingredients such as chopped almonds, chocolate chips or fruits. Enjoy the tasty and healthy almond milk ice cream as a delicious alternative to traditional ice cream. Banana ice cream. Banana ice cream is an easy, healthy and delicious alternative to traditional ice cream. It consists mainly of frozen bananas and does not require any additional ingredients or an ice cream maker. Here is a simple recipe to make banana ice cream yourself. Ingredients: 3-4 ripe bananas. Preparation: peel the bananas and cut them into thin slices. Place the banana slices on a tray or plate lined with parchment paper and place in the freezer for at least 2 hours until completely frozen. Remove the frozen banana slices from the freezer and place them in a high-powered blender or food processor. Blend the frozen bananas for a few minutes until they become creamy and smooth. You may need to stop the blender and scrape the banana mixture down from the sides to achieve a smooth consistency. Once the bananas are creamy, the ice cream is ready. You can serve it straight away or, for a firmer consistency, transfer it to an airtight container and keep it in the freezer for another 1-2 hours. Banana ice cream has a natural sweetness and a creamy texture, similar to traditional ice cream. You can customize the banana ice cream to your liking by adding other ingredients such as chocolate chips, nuts, berries, or vanilla extract. This easy and healthy banana ice cream is a great option for people who prefer a vegan or lactose-free diet or are looking for a healthier alternative to traditional ice cream. You can enjoy it as a delicious snack, dessert or even for breakfast. Special toppings and decorations. Special toppings and decorations are a great way to personalize your homemade ice cream and give it extra flavor and appeal. Toppings are additional ingredients sprinkled or poured onto the ice cream to decorate it and intensify the flavor. They can enhance the texture, taste and appearance of your ice cream experience. From crunchy sprinkles and chocolate sauce to fresh fruit and whipped cream, there are a variety of options to give your ice cream that special something. Discover the world of special toppings and decorations now and let your creativity run wild to make your homemade ice cream a true delight. Chocolate sauce. Chocolate sauce is a classic and popular topping for ice cream. It gives the ice cream a rich and chocolatey taste. Here is a simple recipe to make chocolate sauce yourself. Ingredients: 100 grams chocolate dark, milk or white, depending on your preference. 1/2 cup cream. 2 tablespoons sugar, optional, depending on desired sweetness. 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. Optional. Preparation. Roughly chop the chocolate and set aside. In a saucepan, heat the cream over medium heat until warm but not boiling. Add the chopped chocolate to the warm cream and melt, stirring constantly, until a smooth sauce is formed. Add sugar and vanilla extract to taste and stir well until well combined and desired sweetness is achieved. Allow the chocolate sauce to cool slightly before pouring it over the ice cream. It will thicken slightly as it cools. Chocolate sauce goes well with different types of ice cream and can be combined with other toppings such as chopped nuts, sprinkles or marshmallows as desired. You can store the chocolate sauce in the refrigerator and warm it slightly when needed to make it liquid again. Fruit sauces. Fruit sauces are refreshing and fruity toppings that give your ice cream a natural and fresh taste. They can be made from different fruits and offer a variety of flavors and colors. Here is a simple recipe for a berry fruit sauce. Ingredients: 2 cups mixed berries. For example, strawberries, raspberries, blueberries. 1/4 cup sugar or sweetener of choice. 1 tablespoon lemon juice. 1 teaspoon cornstarch. Optional to thicken the sauce. Preparation: wash the berries thoroughly and drain them. Larger berries such as strawberries should be cut into smaller pieces. Place the berries in a saucepan and heat over medium heat. Add sugar and lemon juice and stir well. Bring the berries to a boil and then reduce the heat. Simmer the berries until they soften and release their juice. If a thicker sauce is desired, the cornstarch can be dissolved in a little water and added to the berry mixture. Stir well and continue to simmer until the sauce has thickened. Allow the fruit sauce to cool slightly and then pour it over the ice cream or spread it as a drizzle. Fruit sauces can also be made with other fruits such as mango, pineapple or peaches. They can be customized according to taste and preferences by varying the amount of sugar or lemon juice. Fruit sauces give the ice cream a fruity and refreshing taste and are a healthy alternative to artificially flavored sauces. Enjoy your homemade ice cream with a delicious chocolate sauce or a refreshing fruit sauce. These toppings not only add extra flavor to your ice cream, but also make for an attractive presentation. Experiment with different combinations and discover your favorite combinations. Be creative and treat yourself to the full taste experience with special toppings and decorations for your ice cream. Caramelized nuts. Caramelized nuts are crunchy and sweet toppings that add extra texture and rich flavor to your ice cream. They can be made with different types of nuts such as almonds, walnuts, pecans or cashews. Here is a simple recipe to make caramelized nuts yourself. Ingredients: 1 cup nuts, for example almonds, walnuts, pecans. 1/4 cup sugar. 1 tablespoon butter. Pinch of salt. Preparation: roughly chop the nuts and set aside. Melt the sugar in a pan over medium heat until it begins to caramelize, stirring regularly to prevent burning. Once the sugar has melted and reached a golden color, add the butter and stir well until completely melted. Add the chopped nuts and a pinch of salt to the caramel mixture and mix well so that the nuts are completely covered with caramel. Place the caramelized nuts on a tray or plate lined with baking paper and leave to cool. They will harden as they cool. Caramelized nuts can be sprinkled over the ice cream either whole or roughly chopped. They give the ice cream a delicious crunch and an additional sweet note. Colorful sprinkles and chocolate shavings. Colorful sprinkles and chocolate shavings are popular and fun toppings to add color and texture to your ice cream. They come in a variety of shapes and colors and can be used however you like. Sprinkles are usually small, colorful sugar pearls or pieces, while chocolate shavings are thinly sliced chocolate pieces. These toppings can be purchased ready-made or made at home. To make colorful sprinkles yourself, you can use small sugar pearls or colored sugar sprinkles. You can also use food coloring to color white sugar sprinkles in different colors. Chocolate shavings can be made by grating chocolate with a knife or a kitchen grater. You can use dark milk or white chocolate, depending on your taste. Sprinkle colorful sprinkles or chocolate shavings generously over your ice cream to give it an appealing look and additional texture. These toppings are especially popular with children and make the ice cream experience even more fun and delicious. Ice cream creations for special occasions. Special occasion ice cream creations are special and elaborate variations of ice cream designed specifically for festive and special occasions. These creations are characterized by their appealing appearance, sophisticated flavor combinations and artistic presentation. They are perfect for birthday parties, weddings, holidays or other festive events where you want to surprise your guests with something special. Here are some examples of ice cream creations for special occasions. Ice cream cake. Make an ice cream cake consisting of several layers of ice cream layered with crunchy cookie crumbs, fruit or chocolate chips. The cake can be decorated with whipped cream, chocolate sauce and other embellishments. Ice cream sandwiches. Make homemade ice cream sandwiches by combining 2 cookies or waffles with a creamy ice cream filling. You can roll the edges of the sandwiches in chocolate chips, nuts, or sprinkles to give them a special touch. Ice cream pralines. Form small balls of ice cream and cover them with a layer of melted chocolate. You can garnish the pralines with nuts, caramel or pieces of fruit as desired. Ice cream cocktails. Create refreshing and creative ice cream cocktails by mixing ice cream with fresh fruits, juices and alcoholic or non-alcoholic drinks. Serve the cocktails in beautiful glasses and garnish with a touch of whipped cream or fruit pieces. Ice cream sundae bar. Set up an ice cream sundae bar where your guests can create their own ice cream sundae creations. Offer a variety of toppings such as fruits, sauces, nuts, sprinkles and whipped cream so everyone can customize their own ice cream creation however they like. Ice cream creations for special occasions are a way to impress your guests and give them an unforgettable taste experience. Let your creativity run wild and experiment with different flavors, textures and decorations to create unique and appealing ice cream creations. Ice cream sundae with hot fruits. Hot fruit sundaes are a delicious combination of cold ice cream and warm, juicy fruits. These desserts are perfect for cooler days or when you're looking for an interesting variation. Here's a quick description of how to make a hot fruit sundae. Choose your favorite ice cream flavor, such as vanilla, chocolate or strawberry, and place a scoop of it in a pretty glass or dessert bowl. In a pan or saucepan, heat a mixture of different fruits of your choice, such as berries, apples, pears or peaches. Add a little sugar to slightly sweeten the fruit and simmer for a few minutes until soft and juicy. Pour the warm fruit over the ice cream and let the juice and flavors melt together. The hot and cold interplay creates an interesting taste experience. Accessorize your hot fruit sundae by adding chopped nuts, chocolate sprinkles, or a dollop of whipped cream for extra texture and flavor. Enjoy the sundae immediately, while the fruit is still warm and the ice cream is slowly melting. The warm and cold combination will pamper your taste buds and ensure a wonderful enjoyment experience. Ice cream cakes and ice cream bombs. Ice cream cakes and ice cream bombs are basically luxurious versions of ice cream desserts prepared in the shape of cakes or scoops. They are perfect for special occasions or when you are looking for an impressive presentation. Here is a quick description of how to make ice cream cakes and ice cream bombs. Ice cream cake. Choose a suitable cake pan or springform pan and cover the bottom with a layer of cookie crumbs, brownies or another crunchy base. Fill the mold with your favorite flavor of ice cream and smooth the surface. You can also layer different flavors of ice cream to create interesting flavor combinations. Cover the pan and place the ice cream cake in the freezer for several hours or overnight to set. Before serving, remove the ice cream cake from the mold and garnish it with whipped cream, fruit, chocolate sauce or other decorations as desired. Ice cream bomb. Choose a round bowl or a special ice cream bomb mold as a container for your ice cream bomb. Fill the mold with different types of ice cream in layers and add additional ingredients between the layers, such as nuts. For example, chopped nuts, chocolate chips or fruit pieces, to create an interesting texture and variety of flavors. Place the filled mold in the freezer for several hours or overnight until the ice cream bomb is completely frozen and feels firm. To serve the ice cream bomb, dip the mold briefly in warm water to loosen the edge. Carefully turn the ice cream bomb out onto a serving platter or plate. Decorate the ice cream bomb with cream, chocolate sauce, fresh fruit or other toppings according to your taste. You can also add a candle or other decorative elements to emphasize the festive character. Ice cream cakes and ice cream bombs are impressive desserts that will wow your guests. They offer a beautiful presentation and a variety of flavors that you can customize as you wish. Let your creativity run wild and experiment with different ice cream flavors, fillings and decorations to create unique and delicious ice cream cakes and ice cream bombs. Ice cream on a stick and ice cream pralines. Popsicles and ice cream pralines are popular and refreshing treats that are ideal for summer or as a snack between meals. Here is a short description of how to make popsicles and ice cream pralines. Popsicle. Choose your favorite ice cream flavor and fill it into special ice cream molds or reusable ice cream molds. Insert a wooden or plastic stick into the center of each mold to form the handle of the popsicle stick. Place the filled ice cream molds in the freezer and let them freeze completely for several hours or overnight. Once the ice cream is solid, you can remove the popsicles from the molds and enjoy them immediately or store them in a bag or container in the freezer. Ice cream pralines. Prepare a creamy ice cream mixture of your choice and fill it into small chocolate molds or silicone molds. Allow the ice cream mixture a few hours to freeze slightly and firm up a bit. Press a small filling of your choice, such as caramel, chocolate chips or fruit puree, into the center of each ice cream slab or praline. Pour the remaining ice cream mixture over the filling to cover completely. Place the ice cream pralines back into the freezer and freeze for at least 4-6 hours or overnight until completely solid. Remove the ice cream pralines from the molds and serve immediately or store them in an airtight box in the freezer. Ice cream sandwiches and cupcakes. Ice cream sandwiches and cupcakes are creative and delicious variations of ice cream desserts that are craved by both kids and adults. Here is a quick description of how to make ice cream sandwiches and cupcakes. Ice cream sandwiches. Bake a batch of your favorite cookies, such as chocolate chip cookies or oatmeal cookies, and let them cool completely. Take your favorite ice cream flavor out of the freezer and let it soften a bit to make it easier to spread. Spread a generous layer of ice cream on the flat side of a cookie and cover with another cookie to form a sandwich. Repeat the process until you have made the desired number of ice cream sandwiches. Wrap the ice cream sandwiches individually in plastic wrap and place them in the freezer for at least an hour to firm up. Serve the ice cream sandwiches straight from the freezer or take them out just before serving to let them thaw slightly. Ice cream cupcakes. Bake small cupcake bases according to your favorite recipe and let them cool completely. Take your favorite ice cream flavor out of the freezer and let it soften a bit. Cut the cupcake bases in half horizontally. Place one half in the bottom of a cupcake liner. Spread a layer of ice cream on the bottom half of the cupcake base and place the top half on top. Decorate the ice cream cupcake as desired with whipped cream, sprinkles, chocolate sauce or fruit. Place the ice cream cupcakes in the freezer for at least an hour to firm up. Serve the ice cream cupcakes straight from the freezer or let them thaw slightly before serving. Experimental ice cream recipes. Experimental ice cream recipes offer the opportunity to go beyond traditional flavors and discover unique and surprising combinations. These recipes encourage you to explore new flavors and textures and expand your taste horizons. Here are some examples of experimental ice cream recipes. 9.1 Lavender Honey Ice Cream. This special creation combines the delicate flavor of lavender with the sweetness of honey to create an aromatic and soothing ice cream. 9.2 Salted Caramel Popcorn Ice Cream. This delicious ice cream combines the sweet note of caramel with a crunchy surprise of popcorn and a pinch of salt for a balanced taste. 9.3 Ginger Lemongrass Ice Cream. This refreshing combination of spicy ginger and citrusy lemongrass gives the ice cream an invigorating and aromatic note. 9.4 Balsamic Strawberries with Basil Ice Cream. The combination of sweet strawberries, a hint of balsamic vinegar and fresh basil makes for an interesting and delicate flavor combination. 9.5 Avocado Lime Ice Cream. The creamy texture of avocado meets the fresh tartness of lime to create a delicious and healthy ice cream. 9.6 Black Sesame Ice Cream. This recipe uses the nutty flavor and texture of black sesame seeds to create a unique and appealing ice cream. 9.7 Rosemary Lemon Olive Oil Ice Cream. The mixture of rosemary, lemon and olive oil gives this ice cream a Mediterranean touch and an interesting flavor combination. 9.8 Beetroot Chocolate Ice Cream. The natural sweetness and light earthiness of the beetroot blend perfectly with the intense chocolate note to create an unusual and delicious ice cream. Gin and Tonic Ice Cream. This refreshing and aromatic ice cream combines the taste of gin and tonic to create a unique and grown-up ice cream twist. Perfect for all gin lovers looking for a new way to enjoy their favorite drink. Balsamic Strawberry Ice Cream. The combination of sweet, juicy strawberries with the rich and slightly tart flavor of balsamic vinegar creates an unexpected but delicious ice cream experience. The acidity of the balsamic brings out the sweetness of the strawberries beautifully. Avocado Lime Ice Cream. The creamy avocado meets the refreshing taste of lime to create a creamy and citrusy ice cream. This version is especially suitable for those looking for a healthier yet delicious option. Chili Chocolate Ice Cream. This ice cream combines the sweetness of chocolate with the fiery spiciness of chili. The combination of sweet and spicy creates an exciting taste experience and makes the taste buds dance. These experimental ice cream recipes offer a way to experiment with unusual flavor combinations and explore new culinary horizons. Let your creativity run wild and try new flavors to create unique and delicious ice cream creations. Recipes without an ice cream maker. There are many delicious ice cream recipes that can be made without an ice cream maker. Here are some examples. Simple vanilla ice cream. Ingredients: 500 milliliters cream, 250 milliliters milk, 200 grams sugar, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. Preparation: place the cream, milk, sugar and vanilla extract in a large bowl and stir well until the sugar is completely dissolved. Pour the mixture into a shallow, sealable container and place in the freezer for about 6 hours. Stir with a fork every 30 minutes to prevent the formation of ice crystals. Chocolate banana ice cream. Ingredients: 4 ripe bananas, 2 tablespoons unsweetened cocoa, 2 tablespoons maple syrup or honey, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. Preparation: peel and slice the bananas. Mash in a bowl with a potato masher or fork until smooth. Add cocoa, maple syrup or honey and vanilla extract and mix well. Pour the mixture into a container and freeze for at least 4 hours. Fruity yogurt ice cream. Ingredients: 500 grams Greek yogurt, 200 grams pureed fruit. For example, strawberries, raspberries, mangoes, 100 grams sugar, juice of 1 lemon. Preparation: mix all ingredients in a bowl until well combined. Pour the mixture into a shallow, sealable container and place in the freezer for about 6 hours. Stir with a fork every 30 minutes to prevent ice crystals from forming. Cookie ice cream sandwiches. Ingredients: ice cream, for example, vanilla or chocolate. Cookies of your choice. For example, chocolate cookies, oat cookies. Method: place a scoop of ice cream on the flat side of a cookie and cover with another cookie to form a sandwich. Gently press the cookies together to ensure the ice cream sticks between them. Wrap the finished ice cream sandwiches in plastic wrap and freeze for at least 2 hours. These recipes are easy to make and require no special equipment. Enjoy delicious homemade ice cream without an ice cream maker. Conclusion and closing words. The book Ice Cream Lady offers a variety of delicious and varied ice cream recipes that allow everyone to make delicious ice cream at home. From classic varieties such as vanilla, chocolate and strawberry to exotic creations such as mango coconut ice cream and matcha green tea ice cream, there is something for every taste. The book takes readers through the basics of ice cream making, from the ingredients needed and the right consistency to helpful tips and tricks. It also offers instructions on making vegan and lactose-free ice cream for those with special dietary needs. In addition to the delicious ice cream recipes, various toppings, decorations and creations for special occasions are also presented. From chocolate sauce and fruity sauces to caramelized nuts and colorful sprinkles, there are numerous ways to personalize and decorate the ice cream. In addition, the book also features experimental ice cream recipes that explore unusual flavor combinations such as lavender honey, salty caramel popcorn, and chili chocolate. These recipes encourage readers to be creative and explore new flavors. In summary, the book Ice Cream Lady is a wonderful resource for all ice cream lovers and home cooks who would like to make their own cool delicacies. It offers a wide range of recipes for classic varieties, fruity variations, special flavors, vegan options and much more. With the detailed instructions, tips and tricks as well as the inspiring photos, this book is an asset to any kitchen and will make the heart of every ice cream lover beat faster. So grab the book Ice Cream Lady and immerse yourself in the world of homemade ice cream. Let your creativity run wild and enjoy the refreshing and delicious creations that you can conjure up yourself. Have fun making ice cream and bon appetit. Rights and ownership notice. This audiobook is published and distributed by Testbridge Institute LLC. All copyrights, publishing rights, distribution rights, audio rights, and related intellectual property rights for this work have been lawfully and exclusively acquired by Testbridge Institute LLC. Testbridge Institute LLC is the sole and unrestricted rights holder of this audiobook, including the right to reproduce, distribute, publish, monetize, and publicly perform the content on digital platforms such as YouTube. The original manuscript files, source documents, and contractual acquisition records serve as proof of lawful ownership. The original author and/or their authorized representative, Renovatio LLC, has transferred all relevant rights to Testbridge Institute LLC in accordance with applicable copyright and publishing law. This ownership applies to all current and future uses of this work, including audio, video, and digital publications. Effective date of rights ownership: the 1st of February 2026. Any unauthorized use, reproduction, re-upload, redistribution, or claiming of this content is strictly prohibited. Copyright Testbridge Institute LLC. All rights reserved.